Hello and welcome to ELT Experiences. It's me, Martin, and it's great to have you here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 important acronyms you need to know for the CELTA course. The first acronym that I'm going to be sharing with you today is CCQ, and this means Concept Checking Question. A concept checking question is essentially to check whether students have understood a particular grammar point or a language point. You check their understanding with a grammar or vocabulary point by asking closed questions. Is it, are you, do you? The students provide you with a yes and no answer in particular to that grammar point. And based on those answers, you can check whether they have fully understood about that grammar point or that language point. Acronym number 2 is the CEFR. The CEFR is the Common European Framework of Reference, and this is in relation to languages. You may also hear it as the Common European Framework of Languages, and you are essentially provided with a reference from A1 to C2 based on a student's level. And you will be teaching students according to the CEFR. A1 is considered beginner, whereas A2 is considered elementary and pre-intermediate. So it's quite a range from elementary to pre-intermediate, but with the CEFR, it's assigned A2. B1 is intermediate, B2 is upper intermediate, C1 is advanced, and C2 is proficient. If you go and search a bit more about the CEFR, you'll find out that there are particular statements about what students can do at particular levels. And I recommend that you familiarise yourself in relation to the CEFR, particular levels, and the can-do statements, particularly when you're teaching on the CELTA course. Acronym number 3 is CPD, and CPD means Continuing Professional Development. When I was completing one of the final written tasks for my CELTA course over 13 years ago, I had to fill in a particular aim for CPD, and there's a variety of things that you can incorporate for your written assignment. And for me, I focused on trying to specialise and look at particular courses to continue my professional development. And so you will hear from input sessions about CPD and join in special interest groups or associations to continue your professional development. Acronym number 4 is the DELTA, the DELTA. And the DELTA stands for Diploma in English Language Teaching to Adults. It is also considered the next stage of continuing your professional development, further confirming that you wish to secure your position as an English language teacher or consider your position into management with the DELTA. And so within input sessions, the DELTA may be suggested or recommended, perhaps 2 or 3 years post CELTA. Acronym number 5 is ICQ. ICQ stands for Instruction Concept Questions, but don't get confused between CCQs and ICQs because they're 2 separate things. When you are given instructions and preparing students to undertake an activity or a task, you need to check whether students have fully understood what you've told them. And the best way is with ICQs. You need to give closed questions when giving ICQs, much like CCQs. But when you give a yes and a no question, it allows you to fully understand whether the student has comprehended what you've told them. So always try and ask a closed question such as, are you, do you, is he, is she? And then if the student gives you the incorrect information or the incorrect answer, you can then further clarify before they proceed with the task. Acronym number 6 is IWB. Now, IWB stands for Interactive Whiteboard. Obviously, I remember 13 years ago in my CELTA centre, when I was doing the CELTA, they had IWBs. They were one of the first CELTA centres in Southeast Asia to offer IWBs, and it was fascinating, but the downside is that you have to have a specific time to train on how to use the IWBs. Acronym number 7 is L1 or L2. L1 stands for First Language and L2 stands for Second Language. So when you're teaching students, their L1 would be their first language. So it could be French, it could be German, Spanish, Italian, Japanese, Chinese or Korean. But their L2 is the language that they're learning. So the L2 that you're going to be teaching them is English. Obviously L1 and L2 will be used quite a lot in lesson planning, but you may also consider that it will be used in input sessions as well by the trainers. Acronym number 8 is STT, and STT means Student Talking Time. And a lot of the trainers that were on my CELTA course were always recommending to us, you need to increase student talking time. Acronym number 9 is TP, and TP stands for Teaching Practice. So these are the sessions that you are going to be teaching. When you are planning your lesson and you start your lesson, you are actually conducting a teaching practice. And you need to complete a variety of different teaching practices in order to successfully complete the CELTA course. You'll also see TP in the lesson plan, and your first TP would be TP1 followed by TP2, 3 and so on. Now we're at acronym number 10, the last one and probably the most infamous acronyms on the CELTA course. Now you will hear this an awful lot, especially after your teaching practice and reflections on teaching practice and also on other trainees' teaching practice. And this acronym is TTT, Teacher Talking Time. I was always told, as well as to increase student talking time, STT, I have to decrease my TTT, the teacher talking time. So in theory, if you decrease your teacher talking time, it provides opportunity for students to increase their student talking time. I hope this video was useful, and if it was, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment below. What is your favourite or least favourite acronym on the CELTA course? And which new acronyms have been introduced today in this video? As always, if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, show your support, and also why not share this video with your friends or family or those that are taking the CELTA course as well. As ever, stay safe, happy teaching, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.